so when you locked up, bro, you gonna meet certain people. They said that it's gonna take a week for your money that ain't seen their family.
Contraband, how you say, man, with that shit, with that contraband, with that.
I forgot when they end up switching us. Everybody was going to prison. They end up switching us.
Man, with that shit, with that contraband, man, with that shit, with that contraband,
Make the hits.
Contraband TV. Man, what that shit do, Contraband? Got another one for y'all, man. You know, another one like the other one, man. Y'all see the title, man? His homeboy turned into his homegirl. It's not funny, though, neither, man, because this shit was really, heartbreaking, like, you know what I'm saying? Just if you know, got love for a homeboy and you see him either do some sucker shit or turn into some sucker shit, it's like, it's heartbreaking. Like, you're like, damn, man, that used to be my nigga right there, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, some of us handle situations different like this. Some of us is like, shit, we seen it so many times, like, inside the streets is like, shit, man, it is what it is, man. Like, you know, I kind of knew that nigga wasn't built like that anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how some of us take it. And the other ones, like, you know, niggas want to take up for their homeboy, and niggas want to, like, niggas just can't believe it. They just can't, you know, some niggas is emotional about their homies, like, you know what I'm saying? And so some niggas can't just take that, like, oh, hell no, what? Like, and this one of them situations, like, so this like my first week in Southern Desert. You know, we going to the chow hall. You know, it's lunch, not lunchtime, it's dinner time. You know, we going to the chow hall and shit. We walking deep and shit to the chow hall. And you hear some commotion outside the chow hall, or like, cause when you come down the hill, the right-hand side would be the hole, you know what I'm saying? And on the left side, it's just like, it ain't nothing on the left side, where they're just like open field and shit from where the chow hall and where our building, that ain't nothing right there, you feel me? So clearly it's not coming from the hole, so clearly you can tell it's coming from down the hill, you know what I'm saying, right by the chow hall. And as we get closer, you see two guys coming out the chow hall, and the older guy, like, basically, like, pushing a young nigga, like, he, like pushing the nigga trying to go back in the chow hall, and he, like, pushing the nigga, and he's screaming and shit. He like, nigga, that's my motherfucking homeboy. Nigga, that's my homeboy. Nah, cuz, that's my homeboy. Nah, cuz, like, so, we looking at shit like, damn, what's going on? Like, the nigga saying cuz, so we thinking the nigga a crip. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's somebody in the crowd from Cali's like, nah, that's, I ain't gonna say the nigga name, but they like, nah, that's, you know what I'm saying, yada, 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 from Gershon. Like, you know? I'm like, oh, okay, because Gershon is a gang in Las Vegas, and they say cuz with a K. Don't ask me how. They're not Crips. They're not Blue Rags. They're Green Rags. They're not Bloods. They're not Crips, but they say cuz with a K. It's some Vegas shit. So, that nigga pushing him and shit, and you know what I'm saying, he trying to go back up in there, and as we getting closer to him and shit, you know what I'm saying, the nigga, like, push him, he stand in front of him, the older nigga stand in front of him, he like, look, cuz, he like, nigga, get it together, my nigga. That's not your homeboy no more, my nigga. He like, man, that is my homeboy. He like, no, that's not, nigga. He like, nigga, that's now your home girl, my nigga. He like, that man chose his path, nigga. You choose your path. He's like, my nigga, like, you can't save that nigga, man. That nigga chose his own path. He like, man, that's just fucked up, man. He like, yeah, it might be, bro, but there's nothing that you can do about that. He like, you can't get inside that man's business, bro. Like, so I'm like, damn. So we walking past the shit, and Demon, he said something to, you know what I'm saying, the old boy and shit. And he like, nah, man. He like, man, you know, sometimes these young niggas is, you know, prison ain't built for everybody, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. Like, he right, though. Like, prison just ain't, you know what I'm saying, ain't built for everybody. But he not talking about the young nigga, though, like, you know what I'm saying? So they walk back towards the old boy. He crying and some more shit. Like, he a skinny black nigga. Nigga had waves at the time and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he in tears, basically. Like, he like, man, that's my homeboy. Like, and old boy, you know what I'm saying, walking over back to that unit or whatever, though. Like, and he like, man, that's the man. He's like, man, I understand, bro, that shit hurtful. So when you go in the chow hall in Southern Desert, right? When you go in the chow hall, it's like it's small. First of all, it's way smaller than High Desert. It's like you first walk in, boom, you got to go through the line. It's like the gates right here and shit. When you go through the line, and then it open up and shit, and you get your tray from the window and shit. And sometimes they have a salad bar right there and shit. You feel me? So boom. So we sit down, but when we come in, and once I get my tray, you know, I'm looking for where the homies at and shit. We always in the back corner and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking to see, you know what I'm saying, where the homies at. I notice it's this dude that's sitting at the table, that's sitting at one of the tables that's like, I say he like in the third row, an older black dude. And when I say older, yeah, he had to be like in his 50s. And there was a young black dude that was sitting at the table, and the young dude had his head down, like, and he was eating, and tears was coming from his eyes, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, that must be what he was talking about, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because you can tell that's like, nigga got his head down, he eating, he ain't saying nothing, like, and they all talking and shit. You can tell, like, bro, that's his bitch, bro. Basically, like, you can tell, like, nigga, that's his bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we chilling and shit, we eating and all that shit. And Demon asked one of the other dudes that was already in there from the Cali cart, like, what happened and shit. Like, he was like, man, he was like, basically, the young nigga came in here. They was from different units. I guess that's his homeboy right there at that table right there with old boy. And shit, he didn't know that his homeboy ended up, you know, turning into a boy. You know what I'm saying? Turning into his home girl. You know, he down there got into it with old boy, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he felt some type of way that, you know, his homeboy couldn't talk to him, didn't want to look at him, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, he felt some type of way, like, and niggas telling him, like, man, you gotta leave that alone. Like, he, like, when he tried to talk to him, old boy said something like, nigga, that's my bitch, bro. You gotta, you can't talk to my bitch, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Unless I tell you can, like, and old boy felt some type of way, like, what, nigga, it's my homeboy. He like, no, nigga, that ain't your homeboy, that's my bitch. The older nigga told him, like, nigga, that's my bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, that shit hurtful, bro. That shit hurtful, you know? So, the homie was telling Demon, and that's like, he was like, he guessed, and the nigga was telling him, like, the young nigga was like, man, that's fucked up, bro. He was like, that nigga, that's my homeboy since, like, nigga, the sandbox, my nigga. He like, that's my Cody. That's one of my Codys on our case. Like, so I guess, like, 4 of them did a robbery. The young nigga, well, the nigga that's, you know what I'm saying, that turned his homegirl, he ended up taking the first deal. You never take the first deal in Vegas. He ended up taking the first deal, the 8 to 15. They're going to try to snap you. They're going to try to hit you the first time. With that 8 to 15, that's what they try to do to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Never. Everybody knows, bro, you do not take that first deal. So, old boy, he took the first deal. He got sentenced 8 to 15. They fought it a little bit more right before trial. They come back with the 3 to 10 for them. So, you know, he and the other dudes ended up taking the 3 to 10. Since he took the 8 to 15, he got to prison before them. You know what I'm saying? Once they hit the prison, they looking for the nigga and all that. Like, they don't know where he at. You feel me? So that's the first time that he seen him since, you know, he went to prison and shit. And old boy, they say old boy been down like 6 months before old boy, because he just came from a train from a high desert also. So first time he see his homeboy, and you know, his homeboy and his homeboy no more, it's his homegirl. And you know, it's just, that's hard to swallow, bro. That's a hard pill to swallow when you like, damn, this is my nigga since the sandbox, bro. Like, and now this your homegirl, bro. Like, or you can't even, you gotta cut all ties with the nigga, cause it's like, man, like, nigga wasn't built for this shit, bro. Like, and that's another thing I be telling niggas, like, it's one thing to talk about this shit and live this shit, but it's one thing to talk about this shit, but when you really got to live this shit, it's different, bro. It's different. Because it's a whole nother world inside that prison. And niggas can sniff out a bitch. Niggas can sniff out when a nigga ain't built like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And for the niggas that really ain't built like that and is really out here just doing all this gangster shit and all that, and you think this shit's sweet because you probably done, you know, done joined the hood and you toting little guns now and you done did a couple robberies that you ain't got caught for and all that. Boy, when you get caught and you go to that jail, it's a whole different world. And you got to really be standing on that, bro. It's either you or them. And it's all about your respect and as a man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the gang shit part of it. It's about your respect as a man. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I tell y'all, man, you got to make better choices. You got to make better choices. You got to think before you move. For real, man. Because you'll fuck around and crash out. And you think it's shit sweet until you really got to stand on business. Like, you know what I'm saying? And for everybody ain't built like that. Everybody ain't, they not built like that. Like, you know? So, yeah, man, I ain't never heard nothing from the, you know what I'm saying? I ended up seeing the old boy a couple more times, you feel me? But, you know, the young nigga that was, you know what I'm saying, that was my homeboy, I ended up seeing him a couple more times. Our unit ended up going to gym class together and all that, like, you know. But other than that, though, I ain't really, you know, shit, I ain't really heard nothing more about the situation. But just know that boy got turned out, though, like. But I know Demon, he was hot about the situation, too, though, because he was like, man, he told one of the Gershon niggas, he's like, man, that's fucked up. He's like, y'all supposed to ride for that boy. He's like, regardless if the boy is from Gershon or not, he's from Vegas. He a West Side baby. Like, grew up with one of y'all boys, homeboys. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, y'all at least supposed to protect, you know what I'm saying, him from niggas like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I understand that shit. That's true too. But at the same time, if you ain't gonna fight for yourself, niggas can't fight for you, bro. And I got another story I'm gonna tell later on down the line, though, about this nigga named D that, you know, was going out bad too, though. Like, and he was from Cali. And I wanted so bad to save the nigga or help the boy. But I knew he wouldn't fight for himself, bro. And you know what I'm saying? That shit used to piss me the fuck off, bro. Cause like, cuz nigga, you making niggas look, at this point, you ain't even making niggas look bad. You making yourself look bad, my nigga, by not even standing up and fighting for yourself. Like, and crazy thing about it, the nigga wasn't even trying to fight the nigga like that. He used to fuck with the nigga because he wouldn't fight for himself. He even told me, he like, man, twin, you know I just be fucking with that nigga, man. He's like, I do it because he won't fight back for himself. And I told him, like, nigga, I'm from Cali, I know. Bro, I grew up like that, my nigga. Nigga, we grew up in the hood fighting each other and shit. Nigga, learning on each other's squabbles, nigga. Nigga, other homies from the hood punking us and all that. Or just family members and all that shit. And even from the clique that niggas was raised in, from the hoods, all that, man, God, come on, bro. Like, I ain't even worried about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes it did make a nigga mad, though. Like, cause it's like, bro, like, you ain't even fighting for your damn self, bro. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, you just gonna let this nigga do this type of shit for you? And bro, I'm not saying I'm a tough guy. I'm not saying I got the best hands in the world. None of that, bro. I'm just not no bitch ass nigga. Period. No, I'm not no bitch ass nigga. Nigga, I'm not. Nigga, come on now, my nigga. I'm not going out bad like that. I'm not, bro. Like, I'd rather get beat up before I go out bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, was it times when you got to be smarter? You know what I'm saying? And a fade ain't nothing, but you got to be smart about the situation? Yeah, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course. Like, but, nah, niggas just not finna get over like that, bro. For real. But, yeah, man. Y'all young niggas out there, man, you got to think before you move. Because if not, you crash out and lose. And you'll be in the penitentiary. Washing nigga drawers. Just talking all that tough guy shit. But there's no guns in there. You got to get up close on the nigga and put that steel in the dude. Can you really do it? Or you going to be washing nigga drawers. Like, for real, man. Contraband TV, man. I'm out this bitch, though.